Did you know Deadpool's first on-screen appearance wasn't Wade Wilson at all? In X-Men, the animated series, the Merc with the mouth appears as a form taken by Morph to taunt Logan, and also appears in visions throughout the series as Wolverine and Sabretooth remember him from their past lives. Even Professor X manifests as Deadpool to antagonize Logan in one episode where his dark side comes out. The first live-action taste we got of Wade Wilson was in X-Men Origins Wolverine. This was not the version of Deadpool people expected, with Reynolds perfectly capturing the character. The wisecracks, the knife play, and the attitude were all there. All that was missing was a certain red and black suit. We even got a messed up, full-blown Weapon 11 version of Wade, who ends up being the final fight for Logan in the movie, after having his motor mouth sewn shut, head shaved, and being given katanas for hands. As Weapon 11, he's also been gifted the powers of several mutants, including teleportation, laser vision that shoots from his eyes, super fast healing, and the ability to control electronic devices. It was a cool fight, but this was not the Deadpool people wanted, even though Reynolds was a hit. In fact, plans for a Deadpool movie had been underway since 2004, with David S. Goyer slated as director and Ryan Reynolds set to star as Deadpool. In 2009's Hulk vs. Wolverine, Deadpool returned as a Weapon X member, sent on a mission to kidnap Wolverine and the Hulk as part of a scheme to pit them against each other. He has quite the cartoonish appearance, with the classic red and black and armed to the teeth. He is portrayed as a trickster, even more than usual.
Dude, that is just not cool. Could you give me a hand? I'm kidding. All right, I'll go get it.
In Marvel Anime in 2011, Deadpool made a brief appearance as part of the X-Men, traveling with Nightcrawler to the aid of the team. He doesn't speak, but the anime art style really suits Wade, looking sleek like a red ninja. In 2009, Marvel Superheroes What The aired, and was Marvel's parody of their characters, using stop motion of action figures to tell humorous stories involving the heroes. Deadpool was featured regularly in a for-your consideration skit for a fictional Oscar, a holiday special with Iron Man, and a face-off with the Punisher. A second anime appearance followed in 2014 with Marvel Disc Wars: The Avengers. Deadpool has a crazy scene where his love with chimichangas gets the better of him, and another scene where he's playing a Street Fighter style video game of the Hulk fighting Spider-Man. With his love of katanas and martial arts style acrobatics, it's almost like Deadpool is made for anime.
小腹が空いたから俺ちゃんの大好物チミチェンが買いに行ったら
Deadpool also popped up in Season 2 of Ultimate Spider-Man in 2013 in an episode titled Ultimate Deadpool. In this, Deadpool had once been with S.H.I.E.L.D., and Spider-Man accompanies him on a mission, only to realize he isn't much of a hero, at least a regular one. There's some crazy back and forth between the two Jokers, and both characters break the fourth wall to speak directly to the audience, so it's a great fit to see them both together on screen.
You tried to blow those guys up! Guilt over a little spilt guts. I used to be the same. I bet you have a little angel on your shoulder telling you unaliving someone is bad.
In the same year, Deadpool appeared in Marvel Funko Pops Presents Chimichangas, going up against Venom in a fight over Mexican street food. The characters are designed to look like Funko's signature vinyl bobblehead dolls, but were computer animated rather than stop motion. Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool. He'd been longing to play the character since as early as 2014. It was actually because Deadpool had name-dropped him in a comic that he knew he had to play the role. He had a shot in X-Men Origins Wolverine, but that story didn't do Wade Wilson justice, so when an opportunity for a standalone movie came along, it had to happen. The movie delves into the backstory of Wade Wilson and completely retcons the character from the Wolverine story. Following an unauthorized experiment to cure terminal cancer that grants him rapid healing abilities, Wade embraces the persona of Deadpool. Fueled by his newfound powers and cynical wit, Deadpool embarks on a quest to seek vengeance against the individual responsible for nearly ruining his existence. The suit is a perfectly realistic representation of the classic red and black from the comics and cartoons. The film is probably the best direct adaptation of a comic book character ever made, with Reynolds making sure the source material was respected. While filming, Ryan Reynolds visited sick kids via the Make-A-Wish Foundation as Deadpool.
Rich Corinthian leather.
I'm looking for Francis. Have you seen this man?
2017's Logan, which was a natural end to the story of Wolverine, didn't have an end credit sequence. Instead, it got a short film that played before the start of the movie. And this short starred none other than Deadpool. Wade Wilson encounters an elderly man being robbed in an alley and rushes to transform into his Deadpool attire before coming to the man's aid. While Wilson grapples with dressing inside a nearby phone booth, the assailant fires a fatal shot at the man. Upon emerging as Deadpool, Wilson discovers the man lifeless and the mugger vanished without a trace. Marvel TLDR was a great self-published web series from Marvel that aimed to explain key events from Marvel Comics in bite-sized animations. Deadpool featured in a couple of episodes, namely Deadpool, the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and What If Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, exploring some of his most iconic comic book moments with a simple animation style and casual storytelling. There's also an appearance in the Marvel shorts that accompanied the Venomverse comic book releases, where Deadpool appears in his normal form as a claymation of the character, before being poised by Venom. This was a minor appearance, but the claymation look makes Poison Deadpool look pure evil. 2017 almost saw the release of a Deadpool animated series, with executive producers Donald Glover and Steven Glover at the helm. Unfortunately, it got cancelled as Marvel took back the IP from Fox and asserted control over the character, going in a different direction. Anime came calling again in 2018 as Deadpool appeared in Marvel's Future Avengers. Deadpool pops up at the Avengers HQ to try to steal Iron Man's new suit plans for Crossbones, only to realize Crossbones won't deliver on his promise to give Wade his own anime, eventually helping the team bring down the villain. Of course, when he first appears, he's looking through the fridge for chimichangas.
Now, I know what you're gonna say. Hey, Deadpool, have a heart, man.
Lucky me, finding you here.
I say yes. Yes, indeed.